Hi, this is Brian from Abstract Instruments. I'm back this time to demonstrate accents on the TB-303 and the Avalon. So what you just heard during the short intro was me selectively soloing the Avalon and the 303 randomly while they're playing the same pattern with the same settings, which I'll describe. Being a pianist and recording engineer, as well as the hardware design engineer for Abstract Instruments, I do understand the subjective nature of the topic. People are very passionate about the TB-303. It can be frustrating at times, as the core design of the Avalon synth is identical to the TB-303. And as much as we'd rather spend the time doing musical demos of the product, we think it's important for us to address any concerns, regardless of how valid they are. Apologies ahead of time if you find this extremely boring. So what we have here is one of our reference TB-303s and our reference white Avalon. So we've got a basic pattern. It's all C2s, an unaccented note followed by an accented one, straight through. Tune at the center position. The cutoff of each unit set to approximately 1.2 kilohertz. Resonance at max. Envelope mod and envelope decay at minimum. Accent at max. And the VCA decay setting on the Avalon set to the 303 position. This particular Avalon has the optional dip switch setting set so that the cutoff knob matches the exact range of the 303. So another thing to mention is when you're making comparisons between 303s or between a 303 and an Avalon, is that the filter cutoff calibration in 303s varies wildly. The TB-303 service manual suggests to set the cutoff frequency to 500 Hz with the cutoff control in the center position. This corresponds to a cutoff frequency of about 1.75 kHz with the cutoff control at the max position. However, the tune range of the 303 is so great, depending on that trimmer inside, that the max cutoff frequency can vary anywhere between about 740 Hz and 3.6 kHz. So if you're trying to compare units and anyone's made the slightest adjustment to the TM3 trimmer inside the TB-303, you're not going to be able to match these knobs in the exact location. Since we have a reference unit here and a reference unit here, they do match up. But this is not going to happen generally between 303s or between a random 303 and an Avalon. So as the hardware engineer on the project, I've had over 100 303s in my hands over the years, and I have numerous lab notebooks full of data. This is all 303. Here's another one here I'm reading some of this data from. So when we set the default filter calibration for the Avalon, we take what is called the best match to average units, or the BMA units. This 303 here being one of them. These units have what is basically the median or the average frequency cutoff calibration out of all the TB-303s. So back to the setup, we have a Korg Nano control, which is A-Bing the two devices within Cubase, each being recorded through a Steinberg MR816 interface. So as we play both units, we could play them both at the same time, or we can A-B them in real time by soloing each one using the Nano control. Part of the reason we're using MIDI control to solo each channel is because it's very important to leave the volume controls at the same position on the two devices. The TB-303 and hence the Avalon have a discrete mixer stage just before the final output. This is to mix the signal coming from the mix-in jack on the TB-303. The Avalon also has the ability to take the direct feed from the VCA and skip this mixer. This mixer stage is after the volume control, so it'll distort if you feed it too much volume, and it also distorts asymmetrically. So you don't want to run out of headroom, so you want to make sure you have your volumes set accordingly for a fair comparison. So I'll quickly go in and demo the units again so you can hear the comparison. 303, Avalon, 303, Avalon, 303, Avalon. Both at the same time.